So thank you for joining us for today's quick solution session. This is being provided by Data Terrain. We are dedicated to business intelligence, providing automated reports conversion, custom development, pre-built reports, and short-term fixed cost support for over a decade. Today we're going to be reviewing several aspects of OTBI, HCM Extracts, and BI Publisher. And with that, I'm going to have Satish get started.
Thank you, Leah. Hello, everyone. Let's get into today's session. So here's the meeting agenda. First, we're going to see HCM Fusion reporting format options, and then OTBI versus Extract versus BIP comparison, how to build a OTBI report, and finally, we're going to see how to schedule a BIP report. So here's a workflow. First, let's discuss what are the reporting options to build a report in HCM. So here is the basic reporting workflow. So here is the Oracle Fusion real-time database. All the data will be stored over there, and we can create the reports in 3 different methodology in HCM Fusion. One is like OTBI. If you see in the left side panel, there is a called RPD. So all the subject areas like schema, all the star schemas will have already Oracle has been given design, and the RPD has been published in the centralized server. So using that RPD, users can create their own OTBI report. It's like ad hoc reporting. If users know the basic subject areas knowledge, they can drag and drop the columns how they represent the data. And in between, you see BI publisher. So using this, we can able to query the data from the real-time data. With that query, we can create a report using RTF template, Excel template, T template. So XML are what are the format, if required format, we can give it with the BIP. It's like a pixel perfect report. And on the right side, let us call extract, HCM extract. So already user defined tables has been created from the Oracle. So using that user entities, we can create an attribute and we can create a report with the use of BIP. Directly you can download the XML and you can take the XML to the Excel to view the data. So this is a basic workflow of HCM reporting tool. Here is a comparison of Extract, BIP, and OTBI. Advantage of reporting tool based on features. So here we have showed and the pictography representation with the features and the what is the best way to figure out and go with the development. Whether we can go with the Extract or BIP or OTBI. So with the performance, first is HCM Extract. So once you create an HCM Extract, it will store as an XML. So with that XML, you can develop the Excel report. You can upload the XML in the Excel and you can able to view the report. And with that XML, we can create a BIP report. That's the second column, BIP on Extract. And third column is BIP direct, BI publisher. We can directly build, as I said earlier, we can with the SQL development, we can build a report and we can create a pixel perfect report in the BIP using RTF template. And last one is OTBI, Oracle Transactional Business Intelligence. So already Oracle has given the RPD with the subject areas, what are the for payroll we have subject area, for benefits we have subject area. Using that subject areas, we can able to build a report. So with the features, we have represented which way to go with. For performance related HCM, if we have a huge number of data and XML is report is loading for a long time, but for the XML we can go with HCM Extract. So with that XML we can create a BIP report. So with that performance you can able to see 70% and BIP direct BIP will be 50% and OTBI less 15%. So availability of elements. So all the elements will be with SQL. We can get all the elements, required elements. What are the elements missing? Because some of the elements we can't able to find in the OTBI. Some of the elements we can't able to find in the extract. So all the with the SQL query we can get all the elements. And pixel perfect report, like as I said earlier, we need to go with BI publisher RTF template. For example, if you want to create a payslip report or like government, there'll be a form like W4 or W2. Like for that reports, we can go with BIP, which is like pixel perfect. And changes only is nothing but like if you run the report, you want to change the you're running the report like daily basis. So yesterday you run the report and you want to see the data what has been changed today. So with that feature, like only HCM extract and BIP can be created. So that can be done. So ad hoc reporting like OTBI. So once you drag, if users know like a functional on like which subject area can be used for reporting, users can just drag and drop and view the report like what the representation should be. And data security is like HCM extract, like whoever runs a report, like they can only view the data. And BIP, like with the workflow, we can check the BIP data. So I have given like 50% and OTBI like 15%. And volume of data, HCM extract gets a whole bunch of data. Like if you have like thousands of rows, like first preference will be like for payroll related stuff or employee related stuff, like we can go with HCM extract. And we have other BIP extract. But comparatively, like HCM extract will be more flexible for data volume. So BI publisher, where to use this reporting tool. So one of the reporting tools to develop a report using SQL, which is highly formatted reports. For example, as I said earlier, like if you want a report to be like highly pixel perfect report, if you want a payslip for the employees to be in one format, so you can go with BI publisher because other OTBI and extract you can't able to build the pixel perfect report. So using active template, you can go with BIP. So what is the major advantages? So you can connect to multiple data source. So if the data are within like different data source, you can connect it with different data sources. And if you have like SQL and we also you want to embed the XML file with the SQL, so using that we can create a data set and you can merge those data into single data set and you can able to view a data. Also, you can import the OTBI analysis. Once you create the OTBI, so you can import that OTBI in the BI publisher. With that, you can able to create a pixel perfect report. So that is a major advantage of BI publisher, going for BI publisher. So as I said earlier, like we can create the government tax related forms, payslip and contract forms. So that is the most preferable way to go with BI publisher. So next is HCM extract. So where we can use this. So based on the HCM extract is designed based on the predefined user entity and attributes. So what are the advantages and where we can use this HCM extract? So this can be preferred when there is a huge number of data. Like if you're running for the payroll for a whole company. So individual person will be having like 10 elements, like 15 elements based on that balance group. So everything will be done in the extract and you can get data other reporting tools flexible and third-party data. So you can get provide the data to third-party payroll services and salary related. If you want to generate the payslip for every employee, so that can be done, and all payroll stuff and payslip parts. So here comes the OTBI reporting. So OTBI reporting is the real-time data you can use for self-service reporting. So if users knows the subject area and functional, they can build a report from their own instead of like getting the work done from other developers. And it's like ad hoc reporting. If the users know the functional subject area, they can create a report by dragging and dragging and dropping the column. I'll let you know like how to build that report later in this session. So already like Oracle has provided the feeder reports based on the OTBI. So if you go and check the server, like there'll be a predefined reports for payroll and benefits. So using that feeder report, you can take the data, or you want to modify the data, that's also possible. So that is one thing, and it inherits user roles and security. As what are the roles you are implied in the HCM server, so all the roles and securities will be embedded in the OTBI report. So you can also embed the dashboard. So if you create a report, you want to have a multiple pages, or you want to personalize your report, whether like once you open the Oracle page and you want to see like a personalized data, so that can be done using the OTBI report. And or, as I said, like already Oracle has provided the pre-built reports and custom reports in the servers to meet the requirements. So once, if you want, there'll be a basic report structure. If user wants to take the user report, for example, payslip report, like already Oracle has serial reports. So using that report, the customer can map the columns and get the payslip for every employee. Features of OTBI. So as I said earlier, like it's interactive dashboards and graph. We have multiple graph over there, like whether you want to select stack, line, bar. So we have multiple graph over there, and you can create a view, and you want to drill down. If there's a report, so you want to drill the report to one level down, so that can be done in the OTBI report. And agents are nothing but scheduling. Like we can schedule the report and analysis level. We can create a prompt in the dashboard level, so that like all the dashboard, if one dashboard have like multiple pages, so all the pages the prompt and cross subject area, multiple subject area, and build a report. So that is possible in OTBI. So let's see report here. So once you go to the Oracle Fusion application, so left hand side you can able to hit a bar. So from there you need to select report and analytics. So once you select report analytics, you can able to see this screenshot over here. And I have highlighted the yellow color. So you need to click that for browse catalog. So once you click there, like it will navigate to OBI page. So click on the home screen. So once you click on the home button, like in the left hand side panel, you can see this analytics and interactive reporting analysis. So click on the analysis. So for creating a report, so you need to select the subject area. So for example, I have shown here like a payable invoice. So this is the subject area. I want to get the payable invoice for some of the employees. So I'm taking this subject area as a sample here. So I'm just clicking on the payable invoice transactional real-time date in subject area. So once this is a like basic structure of subject area. So topmost column is called like subject area. So you can merge like one or two, as I said, like cross subject area is possible. And below that, like you can see the folder icon. That's those are called like dimensions. And inside dimensions, you can see attributes, facts, and measure. So this is the basic terminology used in the subject area to represent the folder and dimension facts. So once you click on payable invoice, this right hand side you can see the screen there. So that's a screen we'll be getting over there. And if you see in the left hand side, you can see the attributes and subject area. So once you click that column, you can see you can drag the columns, like what are the columns you wanted to see the data. So for example, next screenshot I'll show like I have dragged and dropped two columns. Similarly, if you want to filter for the particular person, you can take the particular person, and you can able to apply the filter on the bottom of the panel, which I have showed on the right side. So here's the screenshot. So I have dragged and dropped two columns, invoice number and invoice amount, from the subject area. So if you want to see the data for this subject area, for this particular report, you can add multiple columns based on the requirement. Also, you can able to add the filter criteria. So you want to see that if you want to see the data for that report, just click on results. you can able to see this results for these two columns, and you can able to see the report like in the catalog, like which folder you want. So this is the basic. I have given like basic learning like how to build the OTBI report with a small sample with two columns. So here's the OTBI key features. First feature is like ad hoc reporting, like customer once users knows like which subject area we can order to build a report, so that that subject can area can be opened and drag and drop the columns in the sections, and they can able to view the data. So that is a key feature. And apart from that, like we can get the real-time transactional data at the same time. Once you drag and drop the column, like you can see the current data over there. And with real-time data, we can make better operational decisions. So that can be done. And self-reporting, that's like ad hoc reporting. And we have Oracle has already pre-delivered like 60 plus candidate reports, serious reports in the OTBA. So like the Oracle has given the list. So with that list, like we can, if what are the requirements satisfy our reports, we can go and get back to that list and get the reports. And also, as I discussed, like it's based on RPD. So all the flags and dimensions columns are published in the Oracle server with like 100+ columns and dimensions. So based on user-based dashboard. So whenever user logs in, what are the access like is available. With that access, we can able to see the data. If HR have like one set of access to view the data, so those records will be filtered in the reporting criteria when you drag and drop the column. So purely based on like roles like with what are the roles has been provided to the users. So let's see how to schedule the BIP report here. To schedule a BIP report, we need to ensure like data model has been mapped to the report. So report will be pointing to the data model. So once report is run, like it will get the data from data model. Data model is nothing but like it will be having like SQL logics to get the data, like what are the required data, like it will be getting from the data model. So first we need to ensure like report has been mapped with data model. And once that is done, you need to go to the required folder where the report is placed, and you need to click on more option. So once you click on more option, you can able to see the icon called schedule. So click on the schedule. And once you click that schedule, like you're able to see the screenshot which I have provided here. So in the schedule job report on general tab, so you need to pass the required parameter, like which you want to get the date for the current day or you want to get for the previous day. So you need to pass the parameter based on the criteria. Here I have kept a parameter as of date. If you want to make it as like person number, like you can add that in the data model and you can able to filter the data based on the requirement. So on the output tab, that's the second tab. So once you done with that, you need to go for the second tab called you can see the screenshot dashboard. So there, like you need to select the output format, whether like you want the report in PDF or Excel or RTF template. So based on the format, like if you want to deliver the report to the email ID, so based on the output format, like the report will be delivered or it will be scheduled on the server. So first name we need to provide, and the layout name is like in the layout while developing the report. And the third tab is like format, whether you want Excel, PDF, which format you want it as output, and locale is switched. And time zone we need to fix, calendar, and save output. On the third tab, you can see the schedule icon. So you want to set a frequency, whether you want to run the report once, or you want to run the report every minute, daily, weekly, monthly, annually, based on the requirement, like we can select the option. So if you want to run, if you have a report and you have a payslip report, so you want to run every bi-weekly, you can select the weekly format. So that's the option over here. So once the previous criteria has been selected, so you need to provide the report job name here, and you need to give submit. So once you submit the job, so you can able to see the job here. So go to home screen. On the home screen, you can see in the left hand side there will be a job scheduling history. Like in the left hand side, you can able to see that icon. So once I click on that link, like you can able to see the screenshots I have provided. So I have given the job name as sample underscore schedule. So if you see the name here, so it will be showing like whether like job is done or like running or completed. So right now this screenshot shows running. So once this is done, like it will changing to green color. So it means like job has been scheduled and run successfully. In case of any error, like here in the status icon, like it will be throwing in, it will be displaying an error message saying like what error, like if you have template or like the SQL side we have error. So those can be notified in the status over here.
Okay, so I'm going to pause
And
recording at this point.